Good evening. Going live in a few minutes. Thank you for joining, everybody. Hello, Sue. Thank you. Yes, the hair has taken a life of its own now. Paul, Andrew, Anne, welcome. Polly, Lucy, Heather, and Anne, and all those other people. It has been wet today. Good evening, DC and Mohammed and Kawa. Creek. Well done, Julie. You're up to speed. (7:30 p.m. Saturday, June the 6th. Welcome to Meditate with Adam, session 76. I appreciate you joining on this slightly wet Saturday night. Many things you could have been doing, so thank you for attending, and I hope you enjoy the meditation. We're meditating on the nature of our mind. We're taking a slow dive into the world of our mind, moving down into the heart center, or sometimes what's known as the heart chakra, positioned here, and taking a look at what is happening there in a non-judgmental way. Generally, the mind is out of balance. So we look at the mind, and as a consequence of looking at it with a non-judgmental approach, we start to balance the mind, and we start to develop what is sometimes known as a mental equilibrium, a state of balance. As human beings, we can't help but discriminate. When we open our eyes and look out, we look at inanimate objects, such as watches, houses, cars, mountains, trees, and we say pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. We look at animate things, humans, and we say pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. We discriminate based on what is appearing to our conceptual mind. As a consequence of training in meditation, we can start to reduce this biased discrimination which we naturally have, even if we say we don't. We have a bias, discriminate, we can't help it. We like some people and we don't like others, often based on quite superficial reasons. We've been educated, we've imitated our elders, and without realizing it, we move through our life and in our mind putting people into camps, mental camps. I like this group of people, I don't like this group of people, and I have no interest in this group of people. And this is a continuous problem for ourselves, because initially because it puts our mind out of balance, and then of course problems for other people. Meditation helps to balance our mind and helps us to have a less strong discrimination. And one of the effects of it is an equanimity, which is balanced, warm mind. When we see others, we relate to them in a balanced way. We see deeper than the superficial, how they appear. If we don't go deep into our mind and work with our mind, we will naturally have a superficial discrimination when we see others, which can't help it. It's rapid without even realizing it. The intellect is rapid. The analysis is rapid, and it's informing us all the time. Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, pleasant, 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 unpleasant, unpleasant, unpleasant. Sending messages to us. And then we have feelings. That's pleasant, I've got a good feeling. That's unpleasant, I've got a bad feeling. So if we go into our mind, like we're doing, we can start to balance the mind. Not by telling ourselves to balance, not by telling ourselves not to discriminate, because that is too intellectual. You can be told not to do something, or you can try not to do something because you think this is correct, this is right, but still deep down we just do. We do. It's not enough. We have to dig deep. We have to go deep and balance the mind. Turn inwards. And realize that we're not the center of the universe. We do think we are. Egocentric view. This Himalayan meditation that we're engaged in at the moment is partly it's to have a vast sense of the world. But if while we're doing this Himalayan meditation, we're trying to get this vast sense of the world, we're still at the center of the world, then it's still not vast, because it seems everything is spinning around this person. I'm important. My feelings are important. My meditation's important. Everything about me is special. My fear is important. My unhappiness is important. Me. This. They talk about mantras. Mantras where you repeat something over and over again. If we're not careful, this can become our mantra. Me. We really want to get a sense of expansion. We have to let go of that. We're not the center of the universe. We don't. We're just a person in the middle of a vast universe. When we're meditating on the nature of the mind, we get a sense of expansion, don't we? Naturally. But it's still relatively limited initially, because there is a person who appears to be meditating on that. So we're sitting there meditating on it. And we're still holding on to ourselves as this person who's meditating on the mind, and we're still the center of the universe. If you want to go deeper into the meditation, you have to let go of that person. Think, well, who's the person who's meditating on the mind? Try and look for that person. In the same way that when we go into the mind, we have a sense of expansion and space. If you try and look for the person who's meditating on the mind, if you look deep enough, vast space again. Because the ego, the person that we think we are, all our identity, where we're from, our nationality, blah, 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 our CV, our education, the postcode that we live, it's all made up. Yeah. Even our name, made up, isn't it? Someone put it, our parents probably said, right, that person's, they're going to be called this. You can go looking for that person in meditation. Keep looking. What do you find? Space. In the same way, mind. You're looking for the mind. What do you find? Vast space like a sky. Same with yourself. If you want to go that way. So it's not like this solid thing that is meditating on the mind. It's a space-like person meditating on the space-like mind. The consequences of that understanding is expansion and this Himalayan experience. Why do we say it? Because the Himalayas, when you go there, is vast. Yeah. And I said right at the beginning of this Himalayan meditation series, there's something extremely beautiful about watching humans looking at a sunrise in the Himalayas. Yeah, you see a group of humans, because it's just so vast and you can't help but just let go of the significance that you have about yourself. And then you become peaceful. The consequences of doing this meditation on space-like mind and the space-like person is we feel peaceful. And we connect with reality instead of imposing all this stuff on our reality. Let's give it a go. Let's start by taking 5 long breaths. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath. And breathe out. Deep inhalation. 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 Hold that. And breathe out. We then set our compassionate intention. I'm training in meditation to bring peace, calm, and fearlessness into my life. I'm going to share this experience with all those around me. May there be healing in the world. May there be healing in the minds of all living beings. When we engage in the 9-round breathing practice, deep inhalation. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Breathe out 3 times. Gentle but deep inhalation. And breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Breathe out 3 times. So the final 9 rounds, do in your own time, so you can hold your breath and release it when is convenient for you. And take your attention into the center of your body. And we focus on a root to mind, more subtle level of mind, like the sky, my body, like a mountain, my breath, like the wind, and my mind, like the sky. We go looking for our thoughts. And when they arise, we see through them. Even the person who is meditating, say, where is that person? We check carefully, just like a cloud, changing moment by moment. If we let go, just like space, and we're left with this vast sky, vast space of peace. Everything is calm and clear. And we just watch the arising, dissolving. In this style of meditation, to some degree, it is impossible to be distracted because those distractions, they are part of the mind. They are clouds. We see them come, we see them go, and we just abide, holding this experience moment by moment. my body like a mountain. My breath like the wind. And my mind like the sky. See how broad your mind can be. See how far you can see through the discrimination. My mind like the sky. The discrimination, just clouds. See through it. Realize that we don't need to be influenced by it, but instead can be influenced by deep peace and calm. And as our session draws to a close, we dedicate the good energy from our practice for healing in our mind, in our life, and across the world. We make the intention to continue with our training when we finish the meditation, to carry this experience into the rest of our day, night, sleep. Okay, thank you very much. When you're ready, please bring your session to a close. and open your eyes. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you taking the time. Tomorrow, if you are interested, there is a retreat at 10 a.m. exploring the theme of mindfulness of death and impermanence. How we can meditate positively on the theme of death and impermanence and how it can transform our meditation and life. The link to that is in the description next to this video or below or above. And then we shall meet again at 7:30 tomorrow night.